My name is Connor Dunaway. My REMA is located in Houston, Texas. I'm currently, I want to preface this with this year has been the growth year. My first month, January, was $2,000, but I've been averaging about 10K a month these past 4 months. I would say I'm averaging about 50 orders per month. My bottleneck right now is, I would say, client retention. I see some clients shooting with other people. And so, yeah, I think the best solution to this is staying in front of customers more. Other than that, I'm not really sure what would be beneficial for that.
Okay. Immediately, my recommendation, two things. One, care calls. Two, content events. And I will show you what I mean by both of these. Have you done a care call?
So I haven't done a care call, but I'll always text them. And so before I did open phone, I would send them a video walking them through. But since open phone doesn't allow you those larger videos, I don't have a system for that.
Okay. Yeah. I would say first and foremost, implement this into your business. And I tell everybody, whether you're at 0K a month or 100K a month, care calls are going to be a necessary and required ingredient to scale up. So what is a care call, or what's the purpose of a care call? A, it retains clients, and B, it allows you to generate more referrals in business from your current clients. So I'll give you an example of what the care call framework looks like. So for me, every single Monday, I have this time block on my calendar, care calls from 9:30 to 11 a.m. And I go through the orders from the previous week and I call every single order. So last week, let me just show you exactly how this would go. 2nd to the 8th, we had 33 orders. So I would go through and I would call every single order and use a specific framework. And if they don't answer, I just leave them a text. So what does the framework look like? Let me show you this. So the framework looks something like this. We have a script and we have a frame. Some people hate scripts, so you can just stick to the frame. But after doing care calls after 10 care calls, you'll generate your own flavor on this. But here's the general frame. So first thing you want to do is you want to make sure the experience was 10 out of 10, because that's baseline. You want to make sure they're happy. If they're not happy, they're not going to come back to you. So this right here is your way of retaining clients and getting feedback. Because if you mess up something or your client's not happy with something, you want to find that out. Otherwise, they're just going to slip out the back door and book with another company next time. So to prevent that from happening, you're going to be proactive about it and find out those problems and basically tackle those and handle those objections so that they don't leave next time. So again, make sure the experience was 10 out of 10. So I'm going to go over the frame, then I'll give you an example of a care call after this. And then after this, you're going to dig at them and get constructive feedback. You want to make it very clear that you're trying to improve your company. And by doing this, the founder effect is in full motion. The founder effect is you get a call from the founder and he wants to improve his business. Everybody loves that. Even if you mess up, they're going to have so much more grace for you because they're going to respect you. And then after this, you're going to read the room and ask for a referral. If you crushed it, you did a great job, you're going to ask for an introduction to another agent. And this is how you're going to generate clients from your current clients. And then if it makes sense and the conversation's going well, you can upsell something else like content or social media content or headshots or an event that you have coming up, but only if it makes sense. So I'll give you an example of how this can go. This is a script we have. This is literally the exact script I use every single week for all my calls. So we have a script, just a baseline script, and then we have a proactive script. If you know something went wrong, for example, if you delivered a video late or you messed up on photos, you got to go into the call being proactive rather than reactive. So you want to bring it up before they bring it up. And that shows to them that you care about them, care about the experience, and that you're being proactive. Then we have another script If something that went wrong that you found out on the call that you didn't know about until the care call, then you can follow this script here. So let me just give you an example of what this script looks like. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this, but I want to give you guys a general overview of what this looks like. So my care calls look like this. So I call the client, hey, Kim, this is Bronson with CPV. How you doing? Awesome. How you doing? Awesome. Yeah, I'm doing great. Always confirm that they have like time to speak. You don't want to catch them in the middle of something. So I always ask, do you have 2 minutes? Sure. Yeah, I have 2 minutes. Awesome. I'm calling to make sure, the shoot from last week, the experience on site, the deliverables, everything was a 10 out of 10 for you. Yes, all was perfect and no complaints. Cool. I'm always looking for constructive feedback. So if you had to choose one thing that we could do better to make your life easier, what would that be? They're going to think a little bit. Maybe if you could upload photos to the MLS with one click, that would help me. That would save me some time on the upload because it takes me a long time to download then re-upload. And then I'll say like, awesome. I'll write that down right now. I'll make some like keyboard click noises. I'll be like, I'm writing that down right now. I'll take this to my team. They're going to be like, I appreciate you checking in with me. This is awesome. Absolutely. And then here's where you read the room. And this is where if the call went well, if it seems like they're not in a rush and you crushed it on the shoot, you can go into asking for a referral. So would you mind helping me with a favor? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. What is it? Yeah, I'm in growth mode right now. Just like you, I grow off of referrals. Do you think you can introduce me to 1 to 2 agents over the next 2 days via 3-way text? Absolutely, happy to help. And then you want to put the accountability on them. What awesome! Thank you so much. What agents come to mind? Like 2 agents. They might think of a couple names. If they don't, that's okay. You're putting them on the spot. But point is, like, you're serious about this. You want to emphasize, like, I'm really looking for these intros. And then you re-emphasize the terms. Okay, great, cool. So a 3-way text within the next 2 days to 2 agents would be amazing. And that's how you do that. And so that takes a little bit of practice. It's very uncomfortable to ask for referrals. It feels very forced. But after a while, you'll get to the point where like the cadence is natural, and your delivery will get a lot better. So this is one of those things where it's uncomfortable, but that's like the unlock that's needed to grow and get more clients. So this is going to do 2 things. It's going to retain your current clients, and it's going to get more referrals. And Alex Hormozy always says, you can solve any problem in your business, pricing problem, customer problem, like customer retention problem. You can solve anything by just talking to your clients. So this right here, I do this religiously in my business.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll send the framework to you guys on the recap of this. And the second thing that I would try is to have content events every single month. So a content event basically is you hold a 4-hour time slot every month and you invite agents to get free content. And it's a way to retain high value clients, and then it's a way to convert clients you want to work with. So if you have a client, instead of like cold calling them, offering a free shoot, which is an amazing strategy, you can pair that with inviting them to a content event. So any agent you come into contact with, like at an event, Instagram, care calls, this is a funnel. You funnel every single prospect and every lead to your content event because you want to get face to face with them. I'm not gonna go into detail on what the content event is right now for your session, but maybe for somebody else, if it makes sense, then I'll review this. But I'll put this in the recap as well. Okay, I think somebody raised their hand. Was that Miles?
I have a question, but it was actually Christian. I'll let Christian
it was
go
Christian.
first.
Okay, go ahead, Christian.
It was about the content event. Like when you say content event, do you mean like invite them to some place to eat, or what way?
Yeah,
That's what I
so
mean.
here's
by
a
that.
30,000 foot high level overview of what a content event is. You book a 4-hour slot either at a studio or a listing. You partner with a loan officer or a title agent to cover the cost of the content for your labor and your videos. You invite agents, they invite agents. So you pack a room full of agents. Each agent gets a 20-minute time slot. Each agent gets 2 videos and a headshot. So in that 20-minute session, they come right at their time slot. And within 20 minutes, they have 2 videos and a headshot. It's free to them. I'm sorry, it's not free to them. We used to do it free, but we have to charge $25 to stay RESPA compliant. So if you do an event with a loan officer or a title agent, they're not allowed to do this for free. They'll get sued. So you have to charge something for the value. So and then a week later, you deliver all the content to them. You want to make sure you over deliver. And then after you deliver it, you do a care call. Making sure the videos are 10 out of 10. Any revisions? I want to make sure you loved it. They're like, oh, the videos were awesome. Thank you so much. I love the experience and everything. And then that's where you can also you can convert them. We do listings as well. Like I said at the event, do you have any listings coming up? And we do this on a busy month. We'll do 4 of these events a month, and I'll meet like 20 new agents a month. So it's a fantastic way to meet new agents and provide value to current clients.
Is this like
Copy. That's
calling
Thank you.
Kids event?
What's that? Say it again.
Is this like Colleen Kids event?
Yeah, like 2 days ago, I realized it's very similar, but instead of photos, this is video. So you can do this with photos as well. I just find there's more value in video because I find that more people do photos than they do video, and the videos that we produce are like mega high quality. So agents will see these. Let me see if I can find an example. Anna Rivasbeck. We do these in our studio, but you can easily do it at a listing. Like they're super high quality, like this. And
do you provide script to them as well, or do they come?
Yeah, good question. We provide all the scripts, so we tell them come unprepared, just ready to be on video. So we have a list of topics right here.
Understood.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's a high level overview. So this is my current client acquisition strategy. So I pair this with going to events. Like any agent I meet at an event, I funnel them to my event, and then that's where the conversion happens. Okay, let's move on for time's sake. So Connor, was that helpful? Is that good? Do you have any further questions?
Sorry, I was on mute.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, I think it was good. I think that the main thing for me at this point right now is those client care calls, because it's not something I do at all. And I feel like it would just it's that little touch to put me over the edge.
Mm-hmm.
It's the leverage point that would have the most effect right now.
Mm-hmm. So I would say your biggest action item, I'm going to write this down so I don't remember, or so I don't forget. I would say your biggest action item is just time block next week for care calls. So I'm just going to write this down. Connor, time block for care calls. And then you will see the care call framework in the recap of this. I will text and email everybody the recap. Okay. Devin.
And I also have
sorry. Yeah, Devin, go ahead.
Oh, so for your care calls, so I have a lot of agents who do like repeat business almost weekly. So are you calling them so let's say
Good
my
question.
client Jerry has one this week. You call him let's say if he has one shoot this week, one shoot next week. Do you call him every single following week?
Yeah, that's a good question. So you'll get into a groove with specific clients. Usually I call them about one every 4 weeks. So I have a lot of agents who book every week. So I'll call them every 4 weeks, but then I'll just shoot a text. And eventually you'll build a rapport with them. It's like, hey, checking in, all good? Like, yo, all good last shoot?
Gotcha.
And then you'll train them eventually to come to you for problems. So you want to emphasize always looking for constructive feedback. I want to make sure my team's operating at the highest level. So if anything happens ever, just come to me straight, and I'll make it right for you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Miles.
Yes, sir. I also had a quick question about the care calls. When it comes to asking for referrals, because I've done care calls in the past and I still do them. I don't find myself asking enough for referrals just because of the fact that I might get some, but none of those agents tend to really have much, activity going on for months. So it's just hard for me to keep up with following them up. So I guess my question is, what percentage of those referrals actually lead to, more business for you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the quality of the person you're asking usually determines the quality of the referrals.
Yeah.
That's what I've realized. So if really emphasize it for your high level clients, and a lot of times I'll ask for referrals and they don't do it. So I'll have to remind them hey, looking forward to these referrals. But I would say about like 50 to 60% are like, good quality referrals.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep. And yeah. Okay. You want to go ahead with yours?
Yep, for sure. Okay, so my name is Miles. My REMA is located in Atlanta. I'm currently at $24,000 per month. Doing about I'd say like 72 orders per month. My bottleneck right now is generating predictable leads or predictable lead generation. And I think my best solution to this is question mark. I don't really know right now. I think I've thought about doing like paid ads, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure right now. I guess the content event might be a good solution as well.
Yeah. So we are, off the bat, I would say content event for sure. Because the beauty of the content event is you partner with other sponsors. So you go to a loan officer and you go to a title agent and you say, hey, I'm trying to throw this event, massively valuable. I need you to bring 5 people each. So title, you bring 5. A loan officer, you bring 5. And guys, these have to be producing agents, okay? These aren't tire kickers, all right? And so you really want to put the pressure on them because it's a super valuable event. You want them to bring the best of the best. And you can repeat this content event with different sponsors. So a lot of times title person will have their go-to loan officer and they'll like act as like growth partners, and they do events together. So you want to find those pairs of people and then you want to partner with them and throw the events so that they bring their agents that they're already connected with to you. And you can just repeat that with different loan officers, different title agents. And we call those growth partners, by the way. You'll hear me say growth partners. So you can just cycle those in and out, and then that paired with you doing your own prospecting and inviting, you'll meet a lot of new agents. And
Gotcha.
most events, I'll book listing shoots from the event. Like I'm at the event, we finish their content. I'm like, hey, just so you know, we shoot listings. Like that's our main business. And they're like, oh yeah, cool. I have a listing coming up here. Like let's give it a shot. But the content event, I would get in the habit of having a content event scheduled at least every 4 weeks, because every agent or prospect you run into, you want to get in the habit of always being able to provide value for them, and that's through the content events. And so I would definitely also attend other events, because you're basically hacking the system and you're going to events that already have agents signed up and you're just sponsoring it and you're just meeting a ton of agents there. And so my goal right now, I'm in Florida right now, so I can't do this remotely, but over the past like 3 months, I was going to 1 to 2 events every week, and I would just get a ton of leads. I would get all their information and then follow up with them. I would prospect them, see who's actually doing business, and then I would invite them to my events. So this is my lead list right here. I would get a ton of agents. Like these are all agents I met at events. I had no idea who these agents were until I went to other events. And so they signed my QR code. I got their info. I qualified them. And this right here in this column, these are how many seller deals they're doing a year. So this agent is doing almost 50 seller deals. That's 50 listings in 1 year. This agent's doing 36 in a year. So I prioritize the ones that are doing a lot of business, and I like invite these ones to my content events. And obviously the content event is my conversion strategy, because they have a lot of photographers reaching out saying, hey, can we do listings for you? I'm like, no, I want to lead with value and give before I receive anything. So that's my strategy, is just pack a spreadsheet with leads, qualify them, and get them to your content event. Get face-to-face.
Gotcha. And finding these growth partners, are you just leverage your other relationships with other, I guess, top producing agents that you have to find them?
Exactly. You'll go to your agents. Where is this? Where is this? I have it somewhere. Yeah. So you'll go to your agents, and exactly, just like you would ask for an introduction to other agents, you would ask your agents for introductions to loan officers, title agents. So like a conversation would be, or your line would be, hey, I'm in like massive growth mode right now. I'm looking to connect with a loan officer or a title agent who's in growth mode and really well connected. Do you know anybody? Like, I would love to be connected with one loan officer, one title agent. And usually they'll have somebody that they're their go-to. And you just ask for a three-way text. And I always tell people, try to get to 10 loan officers, 10 title agents. And then you go to them and you have conversations. Hey, I'm in growth mode right now. Are you in growth mode? Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Do you have any events coming up? Can I sponsor it? Awesome, cool. Oh, you don't have events coming up. Another scenario, if they don't have events. If you don't have any events coming up, next event you have, consider me a sponsor. I'm there. So then now you have 20 growth partners that are looking out for you. They're going to call you for every event they go to because they're always going to events. That's how they grow their business. And then you can go to them and you can ask them to sponsor your content event as well.
Okay.
So after
And
a while,
sponsor-
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to ask. So sponsorships for you are typically, I guess, photos and videos that you provide, or is it actual money that you like sponsor for an event?
Yep. Good question. Depends on the type of event.
Mhm.
So we have 3 types of events. We have brokerage meetings, brokers opens, and recruiting events. So brokerage meetings, obviously you just present to the brokerage, maybe buy lunch. Brokers opens are open house, but on steroids, right? So you would provide free headshots as your sponsorship. And then recruiting events like EXP and Real, those are like attraction-based MLM brokerages. So agents want to recruit other agents. So you go to the head agent and you say, hey, can I sponsor? Cool. Can I speak? Awesome. And then now you can speak to all those agents who are already going to be there.
Gotcha.
And at all these events, you want to make sure that you have your a QR code with an Amazon $100 gift card giveaway, because you want to get everybody's info. You get them to scan it. They put in their name, phone number, email, and then all those leads go to a spreadsheet like this, and then you qualify them with homes.com. You just copy paste their name and you go to homes.com and you go agents, find an agent and type in their name, and you scroll down to 1 year, and in 1 year this lady did 52 seller deals. So she does a ton of business. But if the seller deals is like less than 5, you may not want to prioritize them. So my team, when I get leads from events, my team automatically will add that number here. They'll qualify them and add the number. So since this event, she's closed 4 more deals. So that's pretty crazy. So 52. So that's the general overview. So you go to events, meet agents, get them on your spreadsheet, qualify them, and then get them to your event. And if you don't want to throw the content event, I recommend doing it. But if you don't want to, or you're just intimidated by it, you can just call them and I'll offer them a free reel or like free photos. Just go down this list and just call them like every week, every 2 weeks until they work with you. And if you don't have a CRM set up, like this is pretty important. This is completely necessary to get. I hear guys sometimes are at 50K a month without a CRM, and I'm like, that's a bad place to be. So you want to make sure you have a CRM set up. This is being annoying, but the CRM allows you to just track deals and opportunities. And I recommend HubSpot for that. So I would say just start going to events. Baseline, just start face-to-face, getting face-to-face with agents, and create some growth partner relationships.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So maybe like meet 20 growth partners. And I try to set up internal metric for me is like, I just need to go at least one event a week. One event per week. And another way to find events is just post an Instagram story saying, hey, I'm looking to sponsor events. You got any coming up? Or send an email to all your clients. Hey, I'm looking to sponsor events. Anything coming up? Or does your brokerage do lunch presentations? I would love to come in and speak to your office. So there's different ways you can do it. But I just love the face-to-face. I think it works so well. And a little cherry on top is hand out chocolate bars. So like every event you go to, just buy like full-size dark chocolate bars. And then that'll make your follow-ups a lot easier. Because you hand them out at the event. When you do your follow-ups, you're like, hey, we met at the event. They're like, huh? You're like, yeah, we gave you a chocolate bar. They're like, oh yeah, I remember you, and it just makes it stick. It's expensive. They're like $3 a chocolate bar. So if there's like 30 agents, it's gonna be $90 just for chocolate. But one shoot pays that. You get your return on just one shoot.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Okay, and who do we got next? Trey.
All right. My name is Trey. My REMA is located in Indianapolis. I'm currently at 13K a month, doing about 30-ish shoots a month. My bottleneck right now is probably a couple, but since we've gone over client acquisition, I'll say systems. I think my best solution is, and this is something I learned at Rep 2025, is to just take action.
Yeah, love it. Nice.
I think I've been sitting on hiring a QC and delivery VA for quite a while, probably way too long.
Okay. What system specifically?
So you mentioned having like a CRM and doing like the care calls, like having something in place that kind of keeps me in line. And then as well as like having a system with my VAs down as far as like QC and delivery as well.
Mm-hmm. So like just maybe structure overall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, the first thing I would do is just time block on your calendar. Set a recurring time block for care calls. Set a recurring time block for sales. Recurring time block for SOP creation. And so you can just go on Google and make a recurring one, make it repeat every week. And like, just don't have the discipline, just don't book shoots over that time block, because that's your time to work on the business instead of in the business. And then once you have those time blocks out, it's about just doing it. So, I mean, if you want to hire a VA, we have a VA hiring guide. It makes it really simple. Just steps 1 through 9. We have all the job descriptions created. So your first VA would be, the job description would be project and customer support VA. And here's the job description here. So they would send out projects in the morning. They would follow up with clients, and support them, customer service, and book shoots. So project management, customer support, that would be your first VA hire. And so that's like a hybrid role. So rather than hiring somebody just for projects, hire somebody who has a lot of experience, 5-10 years, pay them a little bit more than what you would in entry level. So you don't have to handhold them. So they can just come in your business and kind of just start tackling stuff. And so that would be step 1. And maybe you could create VAs before you hire them, but a lot of the times, if you haven't built your systems yet, sometimes it might be good to build systems with a VA.
Okay.
Hire them and be like, hey, I need your help creating a process for this. So let's just kind of go on Zoom every day for at least 90 minutes together, and we'll create a system for this. And you'll just have them shadow you. Like, here's what I want to do. Let's create the system together. Or if you already know what they need to do, like sending out projects, just create Loom videos before you hire them. Have them watch all of them, and then have them shadow you for 2 weeks. And that'll be their training period. And then you shadow them for another 2 weeks until they're good to go, and just breathe down their neck and correct all their mistakes.
Got it.
So that's the VA. That would be the VA action item. As far as what else do you say? Systems. What booking platform are you using right now? Aereo, Autonomo, Spiro.
Spiro.
Okay. How's Spiro doing? You like it?
Spiro's good. Yeah, I love it. I know they're starting to come out with, or they're working on getting a CRM tied into Spiro, which I think would be great.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
They're still in work.
Is your plan?
And I thought about using. Go ahead.
How big do you plan to scale? 50K a month? 30?
As big as I can get. 50K a month is the goal for next year.
Okay. All right. I'm not incentivized in any way to recommend Tonomo, but I would, if your plan is to go anywhere past 50K a month, Tonomo is the way to go for sure. And I'll tell you why. There's one primary reason. So I showed Tonomo earlier a little bit right here. Inside of each project, we have literally each service tag has Slack built in. So you can tag team members. So let's just say you get a client email that says, "Hey, can you remove this from the video?" Sure. You just screenshot it, and then you go to your. I'm using a European keyboard, guys. Bear with me. All the things are messed up. Then you would go to your video editor. He's in Tonimo, and you would say, "Fix this," and you would post a revision, maybe with a screenshot, and you'd put it in revisions. So rather than using Slack or Monday, everything is built in. And this saves so much headache. It saves you from having to use other software. Like we have Slack. We have Slack set up, but we don't use it much. We just use it for like team chat, right? Because everything is in here. And your photo editors, your video editors, your project managers, your shooters, it's all in one place. So I would consider booking a demo with Tonimo so they can show you. And like if I had to use another platform, and like right now we're doing like 150 to 200 orders a month, I think I would go crazy. I don't know how people do it. Like I know one guy's doing like massive amount of orders on HD Photo Hub, and like much respect to you because I don't know how you're doing that. But that's my recommendation here. As far as other systems, what other pain points are you having?
Just those two, really trying to get something down that is streamlined, kind of like you mentioned Monday. Like, okay, this client had a shoot. Let's just check in with them. So really, just something like streamlined, like care calls. So it sounds like I just need to block out time in my calendar to do those things.
Yeah. Yep. And hiring a VA. So you're at what, 13K a month?
Mm-hmm.
The threshold I tell people.
I have one that does like the Instagram method for me and does like pretty much posts for me on social media. But she's only part-time, and so I'm looking at hiring her for more hours to do more of that stuff.
Yeah. Set the bar really high. Like a mistake I made was I hired a VA and they were cheap. And since they were already on my team, I was like, "Hey, can you start doing this? Or I need to fill this position. Can you start doing this?" And it didn't fit their skill set. And then it like really showed through to my clients. So like for customer support and projects, just set the bar high. Like hire somebody who's been in the game for like 5 years, 10 years, customer support projects, because it's just gonna save you a lot of headache. You're not gonna have to handhold them. And just look for somebody who's like high agency. Normally when you're interviewing somebody, you can tell just within a minute, like this person is high agency or this person just gets it. They really just get it. So yeah, I would say just time block for care calls, hiring a VA, and systems building. And create that habit early on. And of course, you can use the other client acquisition strategies too. Okay, cool. All right, who do we got next? Christian.
My name is Christian Ornelas, and my REMA is located in San Jose, California. I'm currently still new to real estate, and the thing is that I'm looking for is leads so I could, so sorry about that, so I can replace my 9 to 5 salary for now, and then after that, grow the business.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So you just started? Have you done any shoots
Ye
yet?
Last year I did. Right now it's like completely.
Okay, so we'll just say like 1K a month. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of it. We'll just say one here. Okay, so getting clients right now.
Yes. The way that I'm getting them is I go to their open houses and everything, and I leave them with my information, and they say they would call me, and it's like I don't hear back from them.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
about.
Wait, sorry. Do you give them your info or they give you?
Yes. No, I give them my info.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Any face to face, you got to get their business card or you got to get their Instagram. Because so that you can.
I've gotten in some of them, like what's it called, gone into their DMs and everything, sent them messages, and they acknowledge it, but they don't respond afterwards.
Mm-hmm. There's a sales metric that is I think it's like on average it takes 7 to 8 follow-ups for somebody to actually work with you. You're not using a
Got it.
CRM
So,
right now? Are you using a CRM?
no,
Okay.
no, I'm not.
All right. I would just start a Google Sheets, and anybody you meet at open house, just call this like open house leads. Just put their name, put their Instagram link, their phone number, email, and just maybe make a status here that's like insert drop down, and you can do this like met at event right here. And then option 2 is follow up 1, and then follow up 2, and then do that like 5 times. So then eventually you'll have a list of people, and then every time you follow up with them, you just do this. And then this is just like this is basically like a makeshift CRM. So you want to just follow up with them until like they send you something. And what is your follow up game? Like what are you offering them?
I always offer free shoots. That's the
Okay.
number one thing. Free
Okay.
shoots. The
Yeah.
reason why I got that from Ellie and them, it's no matter what, I always shoot for free shoots.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's good. I took this one step further and I give away something very specific for free. So I always start with a free video and like for example like a pro level reel, and you send them an example and you say like, hey, I would love to do this for you. It's a free reel. It's a $600 value. I just texted you the link to a sample. Take a look and let me know what you think. We can shoot this within the next 2 weeks. It'll only take 30 minutes. Do you have any free time, or do you have a need for this? So you're very punchy to the point. You tell them exactly what you want to do. You emphasize it takes no prep for them. And since you're coming at them with such like a dialed plan, and you know exactly what you want to do with them, for them, rather than a free shoot, it's kind of like general. A lot of times that paints the picture for them a little bit better. And once they see that video, they're like, "Oh, this is awesome. Okay, yeah, let's try this out." But if they decline the video, you can just go, "How about photos? Like we can just do basic photos. No risk to you. If you hate the photos, you're not paying for them, so you don't have to use them. But I promise you, you're gonna love the photos. Like, do you have a listing coming up?" And if they still say no, you can be like, "Okay, how about we shoot like a marketing video? I want to do a free video for you. It'll only take 15 minutes. Let's meet at like a new construction listing. We'll do a video to try to get more leads, and I'll script it for you." So like your job is to, how do I want to say this? Your job is to force them to accept your free offer. And you're the one that's finding solutions. That you're almost like a strategist for them. They're like, if they say no, 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 then you come up with new ideas. Like, okay, what if we did this? All right, oh, I see. You don't have a listing. Okay, understood. Well, what if we found another listing and we shot a video there to try to get more listings for you? What do you think about that? We'll do it for free. It only takes 20 minutes. I'll do all the prep. I'll come with a script. What do you think? I promise you, if you do that to like 50 agents, you'll get a ton of business.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How are you finding? So you're going to open houses right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Another thing you could try. Have you done cold calling? Have you tried it? Have you tried cold calling?
Yes, and some just what's called they're either busy or they just cut it. They don't even answer.
Yeah. Yep. So I would mix cold calling. I mean, prioritize open houses, then do the Instagram DM method, and then cold calling. But the way you find agents on Instagram and you find agents to cold call, just drop my pen, hang on, is you do this. So you're in San Jose, you go to homes.com, San Jose, California. And these are all agents, top performing agents, but you take it a step further, you go sort, sales in area, high to low, or you can do current listings, high to low. Agents with current listings, you can call them and like do free videos for their current listings. So the first guy right here, let's just go here. He's probably a team lead because he has so many sales under his belt. So this guy you want to connect with. Like he's got a lot of agents under him. He does a lot of business. In the past year, he's brokered like 2,000 listings. So I don't know. This is probably like all the listings in his brokerage. So let's just use like a solo agent real quick for an example. This guy's probably a solo agent. 1 year, he's done 142 seller deals. So you call this guy. This is probably not his direct line. Just find his line on Instagram or Facebook or his website. And you would call him and offer him a free reel. Hey, man, is this Sinan? Yeah, this is Jose. I'm calling. You got like 2 minutes? And then you throw them the free shoot offer, the free reel offer, or free listing video offer.
Got it.
So yeah, that's what I would do. And if he has a listing,
Thank you very much.
little cherry on top, if he has a listing and you see his listing that's current, you take the listing description, you copy paste the listing description, make a script with it, and you send it to him via PDF and be like, hey man, I made a script for this. I would love to shoot a video to show you my value. You want to do it? And like on the phone call, he's going to see the script that you texted him. He's like, what the? Awesome. Like, you're so ahead of the game. Yeah, let's do it. And you emphasize to him again, only takes 20 minutes. We can do it this Thursday. Like, are you free for 20 minutes? It only takes 20 minutes for you. I can shoot the rest of the house by myself. So.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Yep. Somebody raised their hand. Connor, go ahead.
Yeah, that that was me. This book, Fanatical Prospecting by Jeb Blount, I can't recommend enough if you're
Fanatical
just starting out.
I'll write this down.
It's not really anything game changer, but it's fantastic if you're just starting out, for just like, okay, let me set out the time. This is what actual professionals do, because we're not in sales every day. So, well, maybe you are for your 9 to 5, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like that, dude. Yeah, that's good. Alex Hormozy also says we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. And like a lot of times it's just, we need to be reminded just to do the basics. Even I get caught up with looking for the new client acquisition strategy when maybe I could have done more like consultations for my current orders to try to upsell them. Like I always have to ask myself, did I do all my consults this week? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, then why am I doing like looking for new ways? I'm like, just don't reinvent the wheel. Just do what the basics. The basics are boring, but the basics work. So I like that. I wrote that down here, so I'll put that in the recap for everybody. Fanatical prospecting, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
by
thanks.
Jeb Blount. Jeb Blount.
Okay. Awesome, man. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I wrote that down. Does anybody here not know Alex Hormozy? If you don't know him, raise your hand.
I would say I kind of know him.
Oh, I thought you were raising your hand. I was like, oh, dude, that's awesome. Bro, I'm such a big fan. He's so stoic and motivated. And I base a lot of my decision making and thought patterns off of him. He's so wise. But sometimes he's a little too ragey.
He's very intelligent for marketing.
Oh, yeah.
I've noticed that. I don't know if you noticed his last YouTube video that he did for 7 or 8 hours. I only watched 3 hours and a half of it. It was very, very informative on that because I had to go to work after that.
So I just started a YouTube channel, and my videos are going to be formatted just like his, because just like you said, there's so much value packed into so much. Honestly, they're long videos and there's so much value. But I'm trying to do the same thing for like real estate photographers and just pack a ton of value into videos. So I'll drop this in the chat. Check out the channel if you guys want more videos coming soon here. But yeah, guys, do you have any questions about any of the topics? Okay, awesome. Cool. All right, we got a little bit of free time. So I can share a frame if you guys have time. I got to hop off at 8, though.
Actually, sorry, I did have a question about the consultation. So do you still handle all of those yourself, or do you delegate that out at times?
So this is one of the things that I struggle with. I should do them religiously, but I do them like maybe 30% of the time.
Gotcha.
But yes, I would say do them yourself. I have a VA who's capable of doing them, so I push a lot of that to her. But I'm training her up. But honestly, I should be doing them, to be honest.
Okay.
But we have a frame for it. It's increase AOV. So anytime somebody books, like whether they call you or book online, they call you, you just do the consultation right there. It takes 10 minutes. Or if they book online, as soon as they book, as soon as you can, you go in there and call them and you run this blueprint right here. Let me just share my screen. Can you all see this?
Yep.
So basically, you just ask them these questions, 10 minutes to chat. I want to learn about the listing, so make sure we maximize the results for you. ask these questions here, and then based on what you told me, I think it would be smart to go with and then recommend a package. And so I always try to recommend luxury package so we can increase our AOV. But if it's too expensive, I'll go down to the essentials package, which is a couple $100 less. So rather than starting them the bottom up, you want to anchor them high. Yeah, okay, I would recommend the luxury package. It's $850. They're like, oh, that's way too expensive. I totally understand. You know what? Let's do the essentials package. A little cheaper, but you get what you need. So like, but if you started with photo, like when they start from photos, 250, 800 seems like a lot. But if you start with 850 and go down, it's way more effective. So essentially, you're like coming at this. You're coming at them as a consultant, somebody who wants to help them. This line right here really, really does a lot. It shows them that you're here to help, and then you prescribe them the package. And so, like, if you guys want this, just copy paste into your own business, and you just replace the packages and these. So that's what I would do. Go ahead, Trey.
So when you go through like your questions and everything, and you were talking about, instead of starting low with just photos, you consult with, offering them the luxury package. Do you do that regardless of what, like, say it's just a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, or do you like realistically offer them
Realistically,
what makes sense?
Yeah, you realistically do it. So if you ask questions and you realize like, oh, this is kind of like a crappy house, a video wouldn't serve it well, but it's in a good location, you could say, hey, listen, honestly, I normally would say go for the luxury package, but this just would not be a good fit. So I'd say, let's not do the luxury package. It's kind of pricey, and I just don't think it would be a good fit. Let's stick with drone photos and community photos so we can really sell the location. So maybe you only upsell that one $150, $200. But you're coming across as very honest, and you're not just trying to make as much money.
Right.
So that's a really important aspect to that. Yeah, good question. Okay, let's go over I think getting clients is a good topic to stay on. Does anybody here not shoot handheld? I would say try it out. We shoot handheld, and it speeds up our shoot time. And
Oh, you don't use a tripod at all?
Dude, yeah, I haven't used a tripod in a long time.
What's your
Really?
average
Wow.
shoot time on, like, let's say a 2,500 square foot home?
If everything's prepped and we don't have to move anything, we can get that done in like 20 minutes, maybe
Dude.
less.
Yeah, same with the tripod, leveled and
Yeah.
all.
And you shoot HDR too?
Yeah,
Like,
3 brackets. Mhm.
Are you just bumping the ISO?
A little bit. Yeah, we shoot Sony, so it does better in low light, so we can get away with it.
gotcha.
But it'll save you 5 to 10 minutes. That's what we found. But I mean, if you're like dialed with the tripod, then maybe it won't. But just
Because I'm
overall, it feels
hiring,
faster.
and so I wonder with someone that's not as in it, as motivated as me to get the best photo, if they'll be willing to be like, okay, is it balanced? Is it level? Are all of these things correct?
Yeah, for newbies, train them on a tripod for sure until they understand the verticals and straight lines. But then after like 3 months, I don't see why you need a tripod unless you're doing like very architectural type builder stuff. For residential real estate, definitely not necessary. Like I said, I haven't used a tripod in a long time. I don't shoot much, but like I fill in the gaps for my team. Never use a tripod. I have our best shooter. He's shot like $500,000 in revenue for us. He no longer uses a tripod. Sometimes he'll use his gimbal and do photos on his gimbal, but he's just run and gun like so fast.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. That was just one I wanted to sneak in there. But oh, this is a good module. Profit First, Relay Bank. Anybody familiar with it already?
With profit
Familiar.
first,
I don't use it, but I'm familiar.
Yeah, this helped us save so much profit. Like, I know, I'm going to say this, maybe you guys can relate to this. You have one bank account on paper, you're making like 10, 15, 20 grand a month. but your bank account from month to month stays the same. It's like, what in the world? Where's all this money go? We've all been there.
Yeah.
So this is basically a fix for that. So Relay Bank is like, okay, your money goes into Stripe or Square. It sends it to your bank, and then your bank has like 5 accounts, and every day it does an auto transfer. It sends like X amount to profit, X amount to expenses owners pay, so that you can pay yourself before you pay your expenses. And then if your expenses come in and you don't have enough money to pay for it, okay, now let's take a little bit out of profit and pay it. So point is, you got complete transparency on where your money is going. And this is how you can like stack a bunch of cash. And it's built into Relay Bank. I would share my screen on my bank, but I don't want my bank info on the internet. But
So what is Relay?
So Relay is an online bank. So like you would just create a new bank account. So it's like Chase or any other big banks. It's a digital bank.
So Relay is a separate entity. It's not something else.
Yeah. So it's called Relay Bank, and you would just sign up with an account and throw all your cash in there, and send all your income to there. And then I use Robinhood. Once I have a stack of cash set aside for taxes and profit, I put all that cash into Robinhood and earn that 4% instead of just sitting. Like, it's just gonna sit in your bank account anyways. Might as well earn money for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So relayfi.com.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Relay Fi. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah, because before I use this, our bank account would like stay the same every month. Because in my mind, I was like, I have this stack of cash. I can afford things. I can do this. I can do that. But you don't realize how much your spending adds up. Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot. And another thing I do is every Monday I pay my credit card bill, and every Monday I check up on the business. I call it a health check. So I have a money monitor, and I do not that health check. Can you guys see this? I forgot which screen I'm sharing. Yeah, here we go. So every Monday I'll create a new column, and I'll go through these line items and just, do check up on the business, pay my credit cards, check Robinhood account, move money to taxes if applicable. That's at the beginning of every month. But I check up on revenue, how much I'm spending. It just keeps me dialed. So that's what that is. But yeah, guys, hopefully this was helpful. I'm going to send a recap through text and email. And yeah, guys, if you guys want one-on-one support, I'm here to help. I'm never going to pressure you. But if you feel like, you know what, I think it's time to scale up and hit 50K a month, 25K a month, then I'm down to help. But again, never here to pressure you. Just here to provide value when I can. If you have questions, just hit me up on DM. Like, if you have a pain point you're going through, shoot me a voice message, and I'll try to reply with my advice. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining, and I'll see you soon.
Yep.
Thanks, Bronson.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks,
See you guys.
Bronson.
Appreciate that.
Bye.
All right, take care.